I had no intention on speaking today, but this place has been a little strange over the last few months in terms of our ability to come together. And when I heard my friend from Tennessee talking about the Conrad Gregg amendment, I realized we had a moment of bipartisan agreement. And I wanted to stop and just recognize that it's not completely gone. There are Republicans and Democrats that agree on things. I couldn't agree more with my friend from Tennessee. This statutory commission, I think, is our best hope at restoring fiscal sanity in this country. I think it is important that we pass it. I'm proud to be a co-sponsor of it. There are a number of us on this side of the aisle that are co-sponsors of the amendment. There are a number of Republicans that are co-sponsors. But I'm beginning to sense that there may be some political game playing that's going to occur here. And it worries me. The leader, with all due respect, I have a bipartisan moment, then I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I remember the Republican Party announcing this was one of their priorities. And now all of a sudden, we're hearing that the leader of the Republican Party is opposed to it. Now think about that for a minute. Yeah. Before the shores got rocky for Democrats politically, this was a great idea. Everybody here knows we're not going to fix this problem in regular order. Everybody knows it. It's not going to happen. So we're going to talk deficits. We're going to continue to say deficits matter, and we're not going to do the things we've got to do to fix it. And until people begin to put aside politics and think about the policy that's really involved here and what it means for the future of this country, we're in deep trouble. And so I implore my friend from Tennessee to restore this as one of the priorities of the Republican caucus, to prevail upon your leader, to not, I hope this isn't the case, but the rumors are floating around that they've backed off of this as a priority because if the Democrats do this, it's going to make them look good. We've got to quit making the failure of the other guys our success.
Mr. President.
This place can't be about that. And by the way, it happens on both sides. I'm not saying that this is just a problem on the Republican side of the aisle. But we really do have a place where the politics, the way it's played today, make it very difficult for us to come together in a bipartisan fashion. And this is a moment. This is a moment in time that this could happen. And I implore my friend from Tennessee, and he is my friend, we've been here the same amount of time. We've watched all of this sometimes with our eyes bugging out and our jaws slack as to what goes on around here and how things work. This is a time that we can come together and do something that's responsible for this country. And I'm going to work very hard. My colleagues on this side of the aisle, I hope my friend from Tennessee does the same thing on his side of the aisle. I think we'll have a vote on this sometime in the next week or so. And I think it's really important that we stand up and be counted as people that are more worried about our grandchildren than the next election. Thank you, Mr. President.
I'd like to, the senator from Missouri and I have worked on numbers of things together, and I so much appreciate her comments. And while I certainly cannot speak to what the position may be of leadership of whatever party in this particular issue, I will tell you I'm absolutely a co-sponsor. And I absolutely agree that political winds are blowing, I might add on both sides of the aisle,